I've got another round of prospects that could have breakout seasons in 2022. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody? Kyle here at Let's Talk Wax, and I'm creating another video for a brand new series called Breakout Prospects. In this series, I'm going to be taking a look at some prospects who did not make the MLB.com Top 100 Prospects list in 2022. And I'm going to tell you why I think they will in 2023. And at the end of the year, I'll be able to look back and see which prospects I hit on and which prospects I missed on. And I know that there are several Top 100 prospect lists published every year. And I'm going to be using MLB.com's Top 100 simply because it's one of the most popular and it's free. And unlike my sleeper prospect series, I didn't put any restrictions on price for these guys. The only real requirement is that they are not on the MLB.com Top 100 Prospects list. And I'm still compiling names for this list, so look for me to drop several videos in this playlist. You can head over to my channel and check it out. There's a ton of top-ranked prospects that will exceed rookie limits this year and graduate from the Top 100. So we should see a ton of changes to the 2022 and 2023 list. There are also a significant number of players on this list that you guys have requested for viewer prospect breakdowns. And this series is going to help me chip away at that very long list. And before we dig into this video, if you guys are into baseball cards, prospects, and rookies, go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my content. My new goal right now is 5,000 subscribers. So if you hit that subscribe button, it would really help me out. And I've also got a Patreon page where you guys can find tons of free and exclusive content. I'll put a link to that in the description. Now, these prospects are in no particular order, so we're going to lead this thing off with Owen Casey. Casey was drafted in the second round of the 2020 draft out of Notre Dame High School in Burlington, Ontario. The San Diego Padres took Casey before his 18th birthday, making him one of the youngest players in the 2020 draft. Prior to making his professional debut, Casey was traded to the Chicago Cubs as part of the Yu Darvish deal. After the trade, Casey's first professional season started in the newly formed Complex League, where he hit .349 with a .247 ISOP and 6 home runs while holding a 1.50 K to walk ratio over the course of 136 plate appearances. As the Complex League proved to be too easy for Casey, he received the promotion to Low A in Myrtle Beach. He was now one of the youngest players in Low A, playing nearly 3.2 years below the league average. His numbers took a bit of a hit, which is understandable for such an aggressive assignment. In his 90 plate appearances in Low A, Casey hit .233 with a .097 ISOP and 1 home run while holding a 1.75 K to walk ratio. His K percentages have been right around 30 across both levels, which is rather high. But what helps me alleviate my pessimism were his walk numbers. Casey was ranked 61st in walk percentage among 675 Low A players as an 18-year-old, which shows his approach is quite advanced. As I always say, show me a guy who can take a walk, and I'll show you a guy who has a chance. Stepping aside from pure sabermetrics, Casey has a very projectable 6'4" body that boasts a very high power ceiling. And as he continues to improve upon his advanced approach, we should see him max out that power as he matures physically. He's already posted one of the highest max exit velocities in the entire Cubs minor league system at 112 miles per hour. Aside from his flat-out dangerous raw power, Casey has been described by club managers and officials as a student of the game with an exceptional understanding of his body and swing mechanics. Casey could be a breakout prospect for me in 2022 for his exceptional raw power ceiling mixed with his ability to take a walk. If he can lock into his pitch and not miss it, he could go on an ISOP binge in 2022. A lot of his breakout potential does depend on how aggressive the Cubs are with his assignment this season, but I feel like it's only a matter of time before he explodes. He's already cracked the top 5 and top 3 of some major organizational lists for the Cubs, and it'll only be a matter of time before we see him on the MLB Top 100. You can find Casey's Chrome First and Chrome First autos in 2020 draft with autos going for around $60 and first chromes going for around $3. Next on our list is another Chicago Cubs prospect with a monster power ceiling, Kevin Alcantara. The 6'6" Alcantara was signed out of the Dominican Republic in 2019 for $1 million due to his physical tools and raw power ceiling. He made his professional debut with the Yankees organization in 2019 in the DSL before coming stateside that same year to participate in the GCL. Alcantara was only 16 years old, and he played nearly 3.5 years below the average age in the Gulf Coast League. Over the course of his 174 plate appearances in 2019, Alcantara hit .255 with a 105 ISOP while putting up K numbers you would probably expect out of a 16-year-old in professional baseball. After the COVID season took a year off of his development, Alcantara attended extended spring training and eventually ended up back in Rookie League with the Yankees. He played 25 games with the Yankees before being traded to the Cubs as part of the Anthony Rizzo deal. Over his 138 plate appearances in 2021, Alcantara hit .345 with a .243 ISOP, 5 home runs, and 5 stolen bases while holding on to a 2.11 K to walk ratio and a 26.1 K percentage. Alcantara gained a lot of attention early in 2021 as he posted career-high batting average, ISOP, and OPS. He's probably got one of the highest raw power ceilings of any player in the Cubs organization due to his large projectable frame. Although his long levers make it difficult for him to consistently barrel up baseballs, from what I've read in many reports, his exceptional bat-to-ball skills could allow him to maximize his future raw power into game power. Before being traded to the Cubs, Alcantara was posting exit velocities around 108 miles per hour as an 18-year-old. His K numbers are also very impressive for his age, with a K to walk ratio just above 2 and a K percentage just above 25. He also had one of the top 10 ISOPs of any 18-year-old in the complex league with 100 plus at-bats. He was number 7 on that list, and Casey was number 6. Alcantara is also extremely athletic and has the ability to stick in center field long term. He reminds me a lot of Pittsburgh Pirates prospect O'Neal Cruz, a long, strong athlete who makes noise when they barrel up. Alcantara will be 19 heading into the 2022 season and will most likely play his first full season in A-ball this year. He's easily got 20 home run potential, and if he can keep his K numbers where they are now, look out. You can find his first Chrome prospect cards and first Chrome autos in 2021 Bowman. Comps on his first Chrome autos are coming in around $75, while his first Chrome prospect cards can be bought for around $3. Next, we have a prospect who I could not believe did not make the MLB Top 100. And it's Miguel Vargas. Vargas defected from Cuba and was eventually signed by the Los Angeles Dodgers in 2017 for $300,000. He stands at 6 foot 3 inches, and at the age of 21, he had one of the best offensive seasons of any player in the upper minors. Vargas made his professional debut in 2018 at the age of 18, where he played all the way up to low A at 3.4 years below the league average. He hit .330 with a 135 ISOP over 229 plate appearances. Vargas returned to low A to begin the 2019 season and was eventually called up to high A, where he was again 3.5 years younger than the average player. In his 559 plate appearances in 2019, Vargas mashed, hitting .308 with a 132 ISOP and 7 home runs. Vargas was not invited to the alternate training site and missed the 2020 season, but it didn't slow him down at all in 2021. Vargas began the season in high A at the age of 21 and hit .314 with a 218 ISOP, 7 homers, and a sub 20 K percentage before being called up to Double A. Double A looked a lot like the rest of his career, but with a lot more juice. He ended up hitting .321 with a 202 ISOP, 16 home runs, while maintaining a 1.58 K to walk ratio and a 15.4 K percentage. In 2021, Vargas posted career highs in batting average, ISOP, and home runs. Also, over his 3 professional seasons, Vargas has yet to play a season where he did not hit over 300. There's quite a bit to like about Miguel Vargas: the growing power, the K numbers, and the ability to hit for average. He's got a very quiet load, but has strong hands that give him easy pop to all sides of the field. And here's a crazy fact: there were only 3 players, 21 or younger, that had a WOBA, weighted on base average, higher than Vargas in Double A this year. And those players include Bobby Witt Jr., Gabriel Moreno, and Julio Rodriguez. There is a bit of bad news though. He's a fringe defender at third base and will most likely be moved to first or even second base in the future. But he could be a 300 plus hitter that peaks out around 30 homers a year, so it may not make much of a difference. You can find Miguel Vargas' first Chrome prospect cards in 2020 Bowman for around $3 and his first Chrome autos for around $70. He is currently the 6th ranked prospect in a stacked Dodger system that could easily break the top 5 by the end of 2022. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this episode of Breakout Prospects. I've got several other players on my list that I'm saving for my Breakout Prospects series. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of those videos. And be sure to let me know who you guys think will be some breakout prospects in 2022 as well. A lot of the guys you posted in the last video were guys that were already on my list, including Miguel Vargas. But just remember, they can't be on the MLB.com top 100 list. And finally, if you're looking for more of my content, you can head over to my Patreon page. I'll put a link in the description. I've got lots of cool stuff over there, including complete autograph checklist breakdowns for all Bowman releases since 2019. Thanks for watching. Big shout out to all my current patrons and subscribers. Y'all have a good one.